good brother, Jerome from Suspended Solutions, who is a master Reiki practitioner and uh, a general type of wizard, sorcerer, working with many type of gnosis insights to bring forth practical solutions. So I'm happy to be here connecting with my friend. We have a song I put out for Suspended Solutions. Y'all might have heard it. It's called Mono. It's called Ormus. It's the Ormus song. So we gonna. That's what we're gonna be talking about a little today, or mainly today, is Ormus and monoatomic gold. We'll throw some other stuff in there, but let's get at it, brother. How you doing?
Man, I'm happy to be here. I'm living the dream. We're just out here building each day. So with the Ormus, let's talk about the song. It was really interesting when we met. We had talked about this collaboration, and you had pumped this thing out in like days. I saw you days later, and you had this amazing song. I was just like, "What is this?" And so it was. Man, it's been an awesome project. But um, you were one of the few people that I've met that had a bunch of knowledge about Ormus already, and so that's really interesting to me. So tell me what you know about Ormus and what the origins that you have that inspired that.
Well, it'll probably be the same answer that I had for you when you asked me before I wrote the song, which is I don't know much about it. Uh, and it's just for me, uh, what like I know, but I don't know. It's a fun little balance. It's a thing where okay, I know gold. I know all the elements are good for us uh, to some extent because that's what make up our body. And
Mm-hmm.
then I think about gold. Then the gold, I've heard different ways that it was played with, or different elements were played with in throughout history to bring about some beneficial properties of these elements, so that they can sit in our body a little more congruently. And so th- that's pretty much what I know about it. I know there's a lot of lore, and I know you know a lot of that stuff. The origin stories and
Mm-hmm.
some of the different histories. But for me, it's really just been, through studying the salts and the elements that the sitters use.
Mm-hmm.
I know that this is a similar uh, type of thing, if not one of the same type of ways that it was procured and produced.
When you take the Ormus and you are taking it before you do like some breath work or some meditation, how does that make you feel? Like if you could describe the way it affects you, what does that feel like to you?
So it varies on days, but usually the way it affects me is if I take some intentionally before I do anything, it will strengthen my intention of what I'm doing. So like if I'm gonna go bike riding and I'm like, yo, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to kick and pedal like I need to. Uh, Next thing you know, I feel more energy than I did before in my knees and legs, or things of that nature. Like when if I have the intention before I use it, I can often experience it. But I'll also say that I guess I'm not as sensitive enough to know, or that I'm very often in a state of this forward movement with my spiral, that uh, I'm not. It's hard to notice. It seems like it just keeps. It's one of the things that helps maintain what I am already.
you're feeling super conductive already. You're already feeling the
Yeah,
flow. Yeah.
and so it adds to that. I
Hmm.
can't take away from it, but it adds to it when I use it intentionally for sure.
Yeah, definitely. I tell people all the time that with the Ormus, it's best taken before meditation, breath work, any type of energy work, qigong, reiki, yoga, martial arts, anything where you're using your body's energy or you're using, reflexes and things that are heavily on your nervous system. That is, in my opinion, the best time to take this, and that's when it does the best because the monatomic elements. There's 14 of them that make up the Ormus.
Mm.
They are all um, the superconductors. It's for neural conductivity, and so when the nervous system is more conductive, it leads to better cognitive function, reflexes, memory. Just the way your energy moves about you with your breath. You can like feel, it like going through you. You feel like you're full of light. Is what how I feel
Hmm.
um, when I take it, and it's interesting. The neural conductivity, the brain and the central nervous system is basically an organic fiber optic that sends and receives light signals. It's photon packets of information, and so when you're more conductive, it just flows through you information. So it's good for just the body, um, sort of calming the nervous system too. Is a feature that it has. Um, yeah.
That's one of the main issues that I think we are encountering in our world today, or in our relations today, is the nervous system is inflamed, or it is out of whack. Uh, and I think that's also uh, why like humor is in such danger in our society as well, because and comedy is under attack because people's nervous systems are out of whack. The word nirvana, you could see the word nerves in nirvana, and through, well, the energetic portion of the nerves are called nadis.
Hmm.
So like Illuminati, uh, I definitely expound upon how that can mean illuminating, letting light flow through the nadis, through the subtle nervous system. And I do think that the monoatomic gold works on the nadis as well as the nervous system that can be seen anatomically.
Absolutely. So the energy that flows through, when we're talking about like chi energy, that's the same as the biophotons. That's the same energy that animates the body. And so those biophotons, when you open those channels up, it just seems like they flow through with great ease. And so it seems to feed that light body and the energy body, raise the light quotient, so you have just more access to the bioavailable energy body.
So when we talking about light, uh, it's a fun play for me because I see the word lie in light, and I see illusion in illumin. I see that those both play. So when I play with light, another way that I've come to like to call it is the chrome, uh, the chromatics, because like the the chromatics of our, like, we have chromosomes in our
Mhm.
body. We there's a chromatic scale of music, and then chrome is also related to colors as
Mhm.
well, and which is light. uh and so I've really been playing a lot with that idea because it helps me ground that light, uh beyond the illusion. I think
Mhm.
to go. beyond the illusion with light is the sound uh, aspect, the sonic, the masonic aspect. But I just bring that up because uh, we're we don't have vocabulary that is necessarily uh, created to talk about the experiences that we're having when we're engaging with these types of either plant medicines or mineral medicines. And for
Mhm.
anyone who does plant medicine, it's like the plant kingdom has info, but we definitely, you know that. But have you started to tap into the info of the mineral kingdom in your body? That's what Suspended Solutions is preparing over here. They got a whole bunch of break it down, Jerome.
Yeah, we got a whole bunch of goodies. The Ormus that we're talking about today. This is the, I tell people this is like that blue mana potion in the video game. When the character runs out of magic, they drink that blue potion and they get their energy back. Um, this this mana potion, it's, they say it's from Egypt or Atlantis. It's referenced in the Bible in Exodus. They talk about Moses came down from Mount Sinai with God, and the Israelites were worshiping the golden calf. It says he took the golden calf, burnt it with fire into a powder, and spread it upon the water for the Israelites to drink. But when you burn gold with fire, it turns to liquid gold. So
Mm,
burning gold to a powder, that's a direct reference to the monatomic gold. And
mm.
so, they've been taking this mana, this monatomic gold. In Egypt, they called it mutzkuf or mufkuts, and then they would make the little shoe breads, like little. It would be frankincense and myrrh with the ormus, and they would feed that to the pharaohs to supposedly increase their ability to see and be better leaders.
Yeah, I be eating it all the time, frankincense and myrrh. Breathing it. I burn so much, it's like attached to my whole to everything inside of my house.
Yep,
It's like I'm mummifying myself while alive, samadhi
yep.
while living, uh, and that's what these things allow us to do. Uh, the cannabis was also used, but very much in, the hidden side of things as well, mixed
Mm-hmm.
with these. It was burned in the tents of the Hebrew Israelites, the Cannabosum,
Yep.
along with the frankincense and myrrh. And some have even said that was a form of gold. It was the green gold. So do you also got the shungite popping off with suspended solutions to lace into the body too, huh?
I do. Let me grab a bottle of the C60 real quick, and I'll show you what that is. But basically, the C60 is a nano um, a nanocarbon that is infused in a carrier oil. We have hemp, olive, MCT, and avocado. So they all have different benefits, but the C60 is just an array of benefits. If you look online, it says some of the wildest stuff. There's studies showing about what it does to aging. There was a study with rats that's really interesting. Um, what I find the most interesting about it is that it comes from the ash of shungite, and so when you ingest this material, you become like living liquid shungite, and so it has the
Yeah,
effect of protecting the cells from radiation, from the degradation from different sources of
right.
pollution.
Because the atom, the structure, the chemical structure of it is this ball that look like a soccer ball.
They
The
call it the Bucky balls, the
yeah,
Buckminster Fuller
af-
balls.
yeah, after Buckminster Fuller, big shout out to the G. He Nikola Tesla get all the mention, but people don't mention Buckminster Fuller that much, and they really need to tap into the God. You know what I'm saying? But anyhow, the Buckminster Fuller ball, the C60, the carbon C60 is so interesting because our bodies are made, our living organisms are made out of all living organisms made out of carbon. So
Right.
So I have carbon in my body that's just sort of formed in a different way than these balls. It's formed in a way that's it's cool. And that's why I'm alive. But what if there was a way to, like, mirror neurons? You know what mirror neurons are in the brain. You look at something and then you could start behaving it or take on its traits or characteristics, because the brain, well, our body has that too.
Mm-hmm.
And you put these shungaites inside your body, and you got your carbon looking at the shungite C60 carbon. Next thing you know, the carbon in your body start turning into these little soccer ball buckyballs, and maybe even into diamond. Maybe
So
maybe you
think about this too. We're carbon transitioning into crystalline beings, right? And so the ormus, like if you are what you eat and you're ingesting like this crystalline, it's like organic single atom quartz crystal. If you're, ingesting that, you are what you eat. You're, putting that crystal into your body. And so
you
that's
yeah, you let the carbon take on the new information for the carbon. Because see here, what's carbon? Diamond.
Mhm.
Diamonds
Oh
is
yeah.
carbon. In diamond body is the body that, one of the bodies they say that is one of the immortal bodies. There's a body they call the golden body, called
Hmm.
the diamond body. You have the mantra body. You have the sound body, the light body. There's so many different
Hmm.
ways that it's expressed, and these actually can have different styles of the way that they appear. The
Right.
rainbow body,
Hmm.
uh, the thousand arm form of Vishnu body. There's so
Hmm.
many different bodies that one can express themselves in when beginning to access these powers from within. And it does sound far-fetched. Like, as I'm saying it, I'm thinking about my own words. Like, nigga, you sound like you was watching the Avengers or something with the stuff you talking about. And sometimes it do seem like that, but honestly, uh, there are stories through so many histories of people who access these abilities, and it's not even just, thousands of years ago. When you look into rainbow body and some of these other, uh, it's often very obscure because the people don't want to be known. and
Right.
and there are people who are tapping into these things. The question is, can we here in these cities, can we, with all these distractions, with all these poisons around, with the hustle and bustle, can we still cultivate that same type of launch pad for rainbow body, golden body, diamond body?
I think so. I mean, this the way the ormus like affects your body, and it seems to like feed your light body. And so as you take the ormus, it seems like that your energy body begins to grow and expand. And it's interesting because as that happens, when you're talking about these different bodies, it seems like it has something to do with the Merkaba field. And then when you feed it a certain way, those different expressions are like different programs of the Merkaba that it can be expressed to have different functions, like an operating system expressing a program. Um,
Yeah, yeah, for sure. The same way there's different basic uh, archetypes of crystal formations. You
mm-hmm.
have the tetrahedral and the hexagonal, and all these different joints that I mentioned in my song that I can't remember. In the same way, uh, that's how, when reflection and refraction of vision is passing through thoughts that become
Mm-hmm.
forms, they can look in these ways when the crystalline uh, is. is being viewed like a prism almost,
Yeah, you
multifaceted.
start seeing that inner vision, and that's it's really interesting how that appears.
And all of, I think all that we're looking at is like something appearing like that. Everything we looking at is sort of reflecting through these shapes right now too.
Mhm. Well, and so that when you're talking about thought forms and being able to see a vision that crystallizes into a thought form, that is that is a part of how this material is programmed to have these light codes that have this effect on your light body, because they are pretty much single atom quartz crystal silica that is programmed, with these programs. It's like an energetic. It's like almost like Wi-Fi. It's like your telepathic programming, but you're forming those images because those are the programs, and then you're putting them on there through sound. You talk about sound. Sound is the way that they transmit through a light language, and so, but Dr. Emoto did the study with water and the programmability with the intentions, with the saying things negative to the ice and freezing it versus saying like I love you, how it changes the structure. So all this information on the programmability of liquids and of crystals. Computer chips. They're quartz crystal silica chips that are programmed by the intentions of a programmer with ones and zeros. He creates a function or an opera. There's an operating system, and then there's a program that has a function, and that's just the intentions programming a thing to do a thing. And so
Hmm.
all
And
this
those
information is becoming more and more really available, and the understanding of metaphysics is increasing. So this whole
those
operation
same
of you know
those same ones and zeros that is being programmed on the computer is the same binary code that's used in the I Ching.
Mhm.
In the I Ching, it has the 64 hexagrams, and that's like the 64
64
te-
codons of the DNA.
in the tetrahedron. And so we we got it. It's all fractalized into right here.
Yeah.
It's always gonna come to right here. That's why we built temples in Egypt to give proportions of our own body.
Yep.
That's why we built temples in Ireland, temples in South Africa,
Hmm.
in North America, Central America, Australia. We've built monuments that give the same proportions and ratios of our physical body.
Yep.
Why would that be? If the physical body ain't shit, we supposed to be decking this body out with the gold, and it be all on the outside. Yeah, you get it. I ain't gonna lie. You put some jewels on your outside, it goes into your body. That's why
Yeah.
you ain't supposed to handle lead,
Right.
because you don't need a bunch of lead in your body, and the shit will go into your body. So
It
yeah,
absorbs into you. Yeah.
yeah,
The
put
gold
it
is good.
on.
The gold
It's
ions are good
good.
for you.
But if you really want to get that elixir flowing, get you some monoatomic gold, some
Yeah.
shungites, you know what I'm saying? Actually, there's a code. It's a code for a discount. You If you go to their website, type in Congo, Congo,
Yeah.
you get that discount at Suspended Solutions. This just started sounding like an infomercial though. As soon as I said that, I was like, dang, I'm
They
on the
have to listen to the
info.
song too. If they haven't heard the song yet,
Right.
there'll be a link. There'll be a link to the song in this too.
Someone came on the song and said that once they was like, man, this is like a commercial or so. And I was like, hey, whatever, dog. You know what I'm saying? It's like, this is something I like. It's something I use. I talk about stuff I like. You know what I'm saying? Put the song
Right.
out. Get my little affiliate commission. If anybody hear about it from me and see that they got good price and good quality, that's all. Ain't nobody trying to hustle nobody. This is
Hey,
just
it all
what we do.
supports the healing and the expansion. So it's all for the greater good.
That's what you talking about, family lamb.
We're not promoting things that are bad for you, at least. So that's good.
That's it. That's it. So you here in Chicago with me? That's another thing that's pretty cool. Is I've got a chance to visit the production center
Yep.
and been able to really commune with the whole setup. So I'm a big supporter of suspended solutions for sure, and it's good that we're able to have a conversation like this because some people might not even know what Ormus is. Now, how about this? Have you encountered any information relating to Ormus and urine?
So I haven't really searched and anything that I know that your body has ormus in it naturally already, and I know that your body synthesizes that waste, and I know that there would be heavy concentrations of that minerals in that. I haven't personally experimented with it just because um, I've heard of it, but I haven't really done much research. But
Hmm.
I believe the research would be correct though, because it would be like a distillation of all of the the things in your
Yeah,
body.
yeah.
So,
This is an interesting book called "Your Own Perfect Medicine," and it get in. It's like all medical journal information, research studies. Uh, so it's pretty cool. Uh, I do think that I have noticed through my play with urine therapy.
hmm
I have been able to see, like, when I'm looking at some of what's happening in
hmm
the chemical process in it. I've seen crystallization form that
hmm
was very it was very interesting. The crystals that were being formed, they were so symmetrical and 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 shiny. They looked like almost like diamonds, for real.
that
I've seen
alchemy
this.
lab, the alchemy lab, aka your body, is pumping out them
Yeah,
gems.
yeah. I've seen a similar thing happen with shungite though. So I've gotten not shungite with shilajit. So I've
hmm
gotten some shilajit before, and I just had it sitting down under my crystals for a long time. And I went to open it one day, and it had these uh, crystal shapes, symmetrical crystal shapes. Like, I don't know where they came from, but they were crystals of the shilajit on top of the shilajit, and it
That's
was
interesting.
so
I wonder if
interesting to
it's
me.
I wonder if it's because the crystals in your place all connect and create a vibration, and then if you're in there, if you're making music and you're using those cymatics to crystallize the environment, that can have just the effect of being in your environment can restructure it
Yeah,
like that.
yeah, it was so weird because it's just a few isolated places in the shilajit where it was like five or six little perfect cube crystals just, and I'm like, what is happening here? The black cube of Saturn trying to communicate to me through my shilajit.
Right. That shit is good. It's good for you though. That's all those minerals that your body needs.
Yeah,
Magical stuff.
yeah,
We're launching
for sure.
that Shilajit Ormus sooner than later. We're going to be coming out with a Ormus that has Shilajit in it.
That's what I want. That's what I want. You might as well throw that shungite in there and call it the Trinity.
Right.
Make it one called the IC Trinity, and that's the special blend for me of shungite, shilajit, and monoatomic gold.
You ever play the games like Skyrim or Oblivion or Elder Scrolls? They got the blue mana potion, and then you got the red health potion and the green stamina potion. That's
No, but
those.
I've
Three, that's
I
those three.
played I played games similar to that back in the day.
Yeah.
I don't even remember which one.
But yeah, you got all your potions right there.
So what's up, man? You still playing around in the crypto space at all?
I haven't been. I just, for some reason, I can't focus on it.
No,
every time I try, it's like I'll do something where it's like an emotional bet, or it's like something where it feels like it's gambling, where it's like
Hmm.
I'm going off of someone else's information that by the time I do it, it ends up not being what it's supposed to be. So I'm
Yeah.
just not doing that until I know enough about something. I'm not doing that.
Yeah, the best thing is to bet on the technology in crypto. If you see anything that seems like it's actually solving some type of issues,
Mhm.
see things that are somehow contributing to bettering our world, and in that the teams are actually real, that
Right.
they're here and present. Those are, for me, I'm not. It's that those aren't gambles to me. But there's definitely so much gambling in the space that
Yeah.
I've participated in, and I've never been a gambling person. So it's
Uh,
for me, it's just been those plays were more so just like degen moves, moves that sort of for the fun of it, for the play of it,
right.
sort of to learn what works and what doesn't. Uh, but at this point, uh, I have I have a way better outlook on uh, how to not get rugged, how
Yeah.
to not get get fucked in the market, because
The
it does
volatility is the volatility is insane right now. So it's just like it's a
that. Like the volatility, that don't bother me, because it's like nature.
right.
Nature is volatile, so it's like, okay, that's cool. But the issue is there's so many bad actors in this space. There's so many false promises in the space. There's so much going on that isn't in line with the original intentions of, say, a Bitcoin creator or Monero creator. Even better to speak on, because Monero, we definitely know the intentions behind that, whereas with Bitcoin, because Satoshi Nakamoto is so obscure, uh, the the alleged creator, we don't know uh, who could have been the one to get it
Right.
jumping. Um, but regardless, when I technology, I can see that, like, I operate a Bitcoin node here at the crib.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm able to participate in the network, and by doing that, I sort of have an inkling that it has some sort of decentralization. Whereas it can be operated and maintained by we the people. But the other issue is, monopolies are monopolies. If someone owns most of the Bitcoin, uh, they can play games. So it's just
Yeah, I mean the ones that are making it move are the ones that have it all.
exactly.
So,
But I'm in it for the sovereignty of it, first and
yeah,
foremost. Secondarily, to come up off the money. But
yeah. Well, and like you said too, and if the technology is beneficial and it's serving a purpose that's helping, and that's the way it is, then that it sounds better than a bunch of meme coins or things
mhm.
that aren't doing anything except for sort of um, using as like a trading card or a coin or something like that.
So what's up? You got any travels on your agenda soon?
Yeah, in October, going to the UK for a consciousness um, conference that one of my students that I work with, he owns a conference brand, and so we're going to go over there, and I'm going to speak about the Ormus Zeolite C60. We do like a little workshop where people get to take the Ormus while I talk about it, and then do a like a group meditation, some type of energy something to where they can feel what it feels like when you're using the Ormus in a meditative scenario. Because a lot of people that take it, they haven't ever tried it in tandem with any type of energy work, and so to give someone a sample of that in a group, um, feel like that's gonna be a hit.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. I just realized I got my shungai right here at the top of my aunt. I've been holding this. My so Ross Ben, he says that the trinity of minerals for melanin is shungite, copper, and pyrite. And
Okay,
so one of my other brethren, Infinite Treasures LLC, he Naeem, he twisted this up and gifted it with me, gifted
nice.
it to me. So it's interesting. I just been holding it this time, uh, like actually doing what we talking about, like
Yep.
receiving the elements from the elements themselves.
Do you have any travel plans?
What's going on? I got some Oregon stuff, some shows in Oregon coming up in August.
Awesome.
I think some Montana stuff might be on the agenda. I gotta get to Colorado soon. They keep asking, so I know I'll be there soon.
Getting out and seeing people. It's part of it.
I might even want to go
We
to
should go out.
Australia. Yeah, I'm thinking Australia again. It'll be my fifth time, but honestly, it's daunting to think about that. It's like, it's, that ride over. The last time I went, I had to go through China and first, and it wasn't fun. Uh,
I have some friends down there. I would like to go check it out at some point. I feel like.
yeah, yeah, I got a lot of friends that they was bringing me out for music back in the day, but uh, and to teach breath work, and now I have so many crypto friends out there uh, that I got to get out there and build with them like real community. So
Hmm.
yeah,
Very cool. Very cool. Do you still teach
yeah,
the crypto classes?
yeah, but not nothing regular. It's just if people ask,
Yeah.
I share what I know and accept a donation. That's it. Uh, but I'm putting my breathwork classes on the blockchain, so there'll be a certificate program. You get an NFT for each class you take, and after you get five of these NFTs, then you get a fifth or the sixth NFT, which is your certificate, and t- other things come with the program. So
Very cool.
it's just something I'm developing right now.
Awesome. I love that you always have a project going on, and your other NFTs you're coming out with for your albums and all the art that you got the collaborations going on. It's all
Yeah, it's
really
too.
good.
Yeah, it's a lot. I got a lot going on. Staying lazily busy.
Yeah, but the creativity is flowing, and so that's all that matters. The pumping.
Yeah, man. Well, it's good to have this conversation. You got any last few things you want to say about Ormus? We will continue a conversation like this on my Instagram too, uh, just to uh, just to keep people up to date. But you got any last things you
I
want
have
to
a couple.
say?
I have a couple more big ones that are good pieces of information. So maybe I'll save those for when we go on the Instagram
Hey,
conversation.
hey, yeah,
Talk about.
that'll be good. Or we could even do even a more even in, do it again on here too because this is a regular thing. We got way more to build on
Oh yeah,
than just this. So
we can
uh,
just start jumping on and doing different topics and just going in on this, going in on that. I mean, it's all beautiful content.
definitely, well, brother Jerome.
Yes, sir. Yeah, and so if you guys want to try the Ormus, go to our website, suspendedSolutions.com, and use the code Congo for your discount for all of the products: the Ormus, the Zeolite, C60, silver, all the minerals.
Suspended
Yeah.
solutions.
And
Dot.
don't forget to check out the music video too. I'm sure have the link in the video. See what that's about.
Yeah, yeah. Ormus. If you ain't seen Ormus, go check it out. I still haven't performed it. I think I'm gonna be performing it soon. Next time y'all see me live, we doing Ormus. But yo, Jerry, Merkaba,
Yeah, I went
it's
to.
great to see you, man.
Yes, sir. Blessings, brother. I'll see you again soon. We'll be on again soon.
Yeah, let's get up in person soon too.
Sounds good, brother.
All right, G. One love.
One love.